to Twin Cities Live. Well, usually the start of the new year means new beginnings and a lot of excitement about what's to come, right?
That's right.
But if you aren't ready to be excited this year, what if you feel like that? Like, I'm not really ready to be excited.
It's Monday. A lot of people have the day off. So you can do
Today's a
this.
company holiday.
Today, yeah.
I pulled into the building and there were a plethora of spots and was very confused. But
Yeah,
here we are working.
it's a holiday.
I digress. So we're looking for ways to help you have the best you in 2022.
And this is what we've done. We brought our friend Stevie Ray in because he can help in addition to co-founding Stevie Ray's Improv Company. He is a motivational speaker, already motivated us today. He's an expert on the art of positive influence. He even wrote a book called The Road Map to Influence.
And he joins us now with some advice on how to take control of 2022. We welcome back
Hi
Stevie
there.
Ray
Thanks
to
for
the
having
show.
me back.
Howdy.
He sat down a minute ago.
Yes.
And I already feel better about what's moving forward. Just like stepping out of your comfort
Here's
zone.
my bill.
That's right.
That's what we were talking about. Okay, so we're looking at, what, 2021, and we thought, well, this is not going to be so good. So now we're at 2022. So it looked like things were going to get better. Now we just don't know.
Well, that's the big problem that we as humans have, is that we always look at outside forces to take care of things for us. We always, we did our New Year's Eve show at my club on New Year's Eve, and we said, okay, everybody, let's get ready for 2022. And everybody thought, great.
Yeah.
Now that that's here, boom. Well, it's a 24-hour swing, and we too often look at those outside forces instead of saying, what am I going to do? How am I going to approach this? Instead of waiting for everything else to occur to make me feel better.
You kind of have to change your mood.
You really do.
In
Your
this,
mindset
and the
a
way
little
you
bit.
think about
Yeah,
it.
because it's just the next day. The year might change, but you have to change yourself as well.
Exactly. And you can't simply say, all right, I'm going to feel better. You have to understand what triggers the human brain to respond to outside forces. And one of those is a very common cause of stress is an unpredictable situation.
Which
What?
we've all
Yes.
experienced
Who'd
the
have thought?
last
Who
2
would
years.
know?
The brain hates a blank slate.
Yeah.
It doesn't like to go into any situation where it cannot either predict the outcome or control it. Having some control over our environment is necessary for us to reduce stress. If you look at what's going on right now, unpredictable, uncontrollable. That is a recipe for disaster as far as the human brain is concerned. So we have to do little tricks.
Okay.
We can trick our brain into getting rid of stress by doing very simple things. One, take control of something. Say you got a lot of meetings coming up.
All right.
Even if you simply say, I'm going to wear that red shirt today.
I've never worn it before.
I haven't worn it before. I'm going to decide. Or I have all these meetings. I'm going to decide to change this one by half an hour. These don't really change the outcome of our day that much. But the brain says, well, guess what? I'm in control now.
Or
I've
even-
decided what to wear.
Yeah, even changing where you maybe sit at that meeting.
Exactly.
You know.
Because we're creatures of habit.
I sit in the back.
Yes.
I sit in the
Move it
back.
around a
I
little
sit in the
bit.
back in church. I sit in the back at the table. I'm going to sit in the back.
And if you say to yourself, I have to do something, that causes stress.
Yeah.
Because that takes us out of a feeling of control. But if you say, for instance, if you say, oh, would you like some treats? If you say, well, I can't eat sugar right now. I can't feels like we're out of control.
Right.
Change that word to don't. I don't eat sugar. The brain says, I'm in charge now. I feel better. And
Changing
now you're
one
not
word.
giving up something. You're deciding. You deciding to move up to the front instead of sitting in the back is I do this.
And I got
because
2
want to.
cookies on it. So 'cause
Darn
you
right.
didn't eat one.
You
so
know,
you can't, you try to gain control, and maybe that's of other people as well. That's tricky.
oh boy, you wanna live a life of just sadness. Try to control somebody else.
Yeah.
You know, psychologists will always tell you, trying to control somebody else's behavior is a ridiculous folly. What you have to do is interpret their behavior differently. Human beings have to assign motives to everybody around us. We assign motives because that gives us a story. And stories are important. They're how we interpret the world. So if somebody does something, we have to create the story for why they did it.
Sure.
Psychologists call that attribution. We attribute motives.
So maybe you should have a positive, like instead of you're irritating me because you're so slow at what you're doing, think, well, okay,
Well, we attribute based on two attributes, which is one of you've named.
Yeah.
We either assign motives based on character or on circumstance. And so if somebody steals a jug of milk, if we assign character motive, it's because they are a criminal. They have no morals. They have no moral compass. If we do it, we assign it based on circumstance. Right. Well, I had to because my family is starving and I have no money.
Sure.
Here's the funny thing about human behavior. We almost always assign ourselves circumstance motives. Yeah. It's called situational attribution. My situation was such that I needed to do this.
This is what caused me to do this.
Yes, I'm late for a meeting, so I had to do this.
Yeah.
We almost always assign other people character motives. Dispositional attribution is what it's called. But it's always like, you did that because of you. Right. What if somebody cuts you off in the road? Well, instead of saying,
they're a terrible driver.
Yes, they're a jerk. They don't care about the world around them. They're a menace to society. Let's lock them up. What if you gave them the same credit you give yourself?
Yeah.
I was driving with somebody once. We were cut off. That person said, oh, that jerk. And I said, well, maybe they're late for a meeting.
I do try and do this. I think maybe there's an emergency. How would I drive if I had to get somewhere because there was an emergency?
The person in the car with me said, no, it's not that. They're a jerk.
They're just a jerk.
It's just flipping that switch to a different spot in your brain. Okay, you also
if you give other people the same benefit of the doubt you give yourself, you will get lower stress.
Give them the benefit of the doubt, and it helps you.
Yeah, so it's not just being nice to other people. It is for your own benefit. You will feel lower stress by the end of the day by giving other people circumstance.
So
what situation are they in?
If they're getting on your nerves, then look out at them and smile at them. And they will smile back.
What you just labeled is the triggering mechanism of the human brain. Yeah. It's almost impossible not to smile when you see a smile.
Yes. True.
Because the brain says, I have to respond that way. Yeah. And here's another little trick. It's almost impossible for the brain to feel sad when the muscles needed to create a smile activate. It signals back to the brain, we're happy now. Try that. I did this one time because a psychologist taught me this. He said, next time you're really angry, smile in the middle of your anger. You can't stay angry.
And it feels better.
I said, that's ridiculous.
I want to get to this point. Pro-social behavior instead of anti-social behavior. You're talking about complimenting a stranger. If you're pro-social, it's going to make you feel good too. I do feel good when I can find someone and say, I really like your shirt.
And it takes effort to do that because it's a lot easier to stay anti. We all know antisocial behavior. Sure. It's the person who uses the snowblower to blow the snow back into the street right after the snowplow came by. And I think that's capital punishment right there. Especially in Minnesota. We got to enact new laws. I'm going to talk to Governor Walz soon about that.
Who knew that this was such a hot button issue with Stevie Ray?
I'm not saying it happens in my neighborhood.
Clearly it doesn't.
But I know who you are.
But it does. I like this.
But pro-social behavior is specifically, you do something for someone else that has no benefit for you. So it takes effort. I hold open doors for every stranger I can. When I go to the store or the bank or the bakery, I will notice one thing about them that I can comment on, that's real. I don't just say, you look nice. I will say, hey, like right here, I noticed that handkerchief. Yeah. It's a cool color.
Yeah, thanks.
That's something I would notice and say something about. It makes you feel better. Yeah. By the end of the day, my stress level is way lower.
I love this.
Because I take a lot of effort to do that.
Okay, I'm going to compliment somebody today before I leave.
I know.
I'm right here.
Well, you've done a wonderful job today, Stevie, I got to tell you. And if you want more information about Stevie Ray and his improv company, including show times, the class schedules, the workshop opportunities, go to TwinCitiesLive.com and click on Fun.
Really enlightening.
It's been fun.
I know. Up next, we're